Rasvetale adene gruce, padele bunamana. Oh, well, hello everyone, it's me, Makoto Chan, once again, and welcome. Today I'm gonna be talking about a interesting manga which I read and I found to be quite an enjoyable read, which I wanted to make a review about, and that is what I'll be doing today. Now the manga that I wanted to review is called Jin-Men. Now this is pretty recent manga which came out around 2016, I think, and it has a very interesting premise. Now basically, there's this main character called Masato. So he goes to this zoo, okay? He loves animals. He loves it. So he goes to this zoo after like 7 years, and because, he had to go somewhere else because of his dad's work or something like that. So therefore, he moved places. So after 7 years, he returns there with his girlfriend to meet the animals. How you doing? And then shit hits the fan real quick. You see, they get attacked by animals. I mean, they see a person get attacked by an animal, and they just begin to run away. They're like, what the hell is going on? Now, do mind that, what I'm saying might be sort of spoilers, but, just a warning, but it's really interesting. So basically, they notice something odd about these animals, and is that they all have human faces. So like, what the fuck? They have human faces. So it essentially turns into this sort of almost zombie apocalypse like survival mode, really, that they're trying to get away from these like human faced animals that eat humans, and it's pretty ridiculous. So basically the story is that these animals with human faces were essentially an experiment by the government. So they basically wanted to look at the next step in evolution for humanity, so that humanity can survive anything that can be thrown at it in the future. So they saw that humans have a very good ability to communicate with each other because of faces and the way we sort of smirk or smile. All of this sort of communicate something, right? So they thought that giving animals this ability will like help them become a useful weapon. Well, clearly this didn't go well. So Masato is effectively someone who loves animals, but he likes humans too. So he doesn't want to kill these things, even though they're horrifying, of course. And he sort of wants to save them, but then again, like, the humans are getting eaten and killed. So it's a bit difficult decision. So the story effectively eventually evolves into them. They go around Japan. I mean, there's like an area, right? And this entire area is blocked off by a gigantic trench that comes out of nowhere. So that area itself is blocked off from any public access. Nothing can get there. So they're trying to effectively get out of this place, number one. And two, they want to find an antidote. So they eventually meet various people. They go on their journey. So they find information that there's a possible antidote which could save the animals, return them back to normal, and effectively end all this chaos. It's a bit complicated. There's a lot of things happening. Now, there is the animals, you see. Since now they have faces, they can read books, they can gain knowledge, and they can speak. Now the animals have banded together, and they've decided that they're going to kill off humanity because humanity treated them like shit. And this is effectively the plan. The leader is a pig, and he's like, well, our plan is to kill all the humans, and we don't give a shit what you want to do. So they've begun on that blocked off area near Mount Fuji or something. So basically this is the gist of the story. a government experiment gone wrong, sort of a survival horror, and full of action, interesting characters, and I really enjoyed it. And the only problem here is I could only find around 10 chapters translated. The rest were all in Japanese. So if you have difficulty reading Japanese, if you cannot read Japanese, then it's unfortunate. But I could read mostly, but there was a lot of complicated words I did not understand. Like about experiment, laboratory, I didn't understand shit. But I got the basic gist of it. So there's 74 chapters, I think, right now that are out. And I really suggest you guys try this manga. It's really good. The art style is not too bad. It's pretty nice. The humanoid animals are pretty scary at times. There's gore. And generally speaking, I like the characters too. And there's some really great moments as well. So I really recommend you guys try and read Jin-Men. Now Jin-Men is kind of funny because Jin means human. Men, I think, means mask. So essentially, human mask. Weird title. I really recommend you guys try and read this manga. And it doesn't have to be all of it, but just give it a try. I really recommend it. Probably one of the most enjoyable mangas I've read in recent times. I didn't expect anything. Like, what is this? What could it possibly be? And then it just evolved into so much interesting things and situations that I completely enjoyed it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and also subscribing to my channel because I have a lot of good stuff here. Well, I think it's good. Look here, I don't understand the goal of this channel. It's effectively to create content. And maybe I will have a Patreon set up when this video goes live. So if you're feeling generous, maybe you could give me a 5 cent or 2, I'm joking. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and sayonara.